Good evening, everyone. It's me, Assistant Sailor, back with another video. Today I wanted to talk about Mr. Beard, okay? I'm gonna be upfront, I don't really like Mr. Beard, and that doesn't come from a political standpoint, right? It comes from more of a standpoint of me just not believing this person to be the most intelligent, okay? I've seen a lot of their TikTok content, I've seen a little bit of their YouTube content, I don't I find a lot of hypocrisy in a lot of what this person says, okay? And I truthfully, I do not care about politics. I am apolitical for the most part, okay? Like, I have a core set of values that I live by, and those aren't influenced by politics at all. So, but yeah, today I want to take a video by Mr. Beard called Australian's Dumbest Comedian, and it's about an individual known as Isaac Butterfield. If you know Isaac Butterfield, he's a bit of an idiot as well. Okay, he's occasionally funny in small tidbits, but besides that, watching one of his full videos is almost like torture. He is painfully unfunny in a long video format. Mr. Beard made a video on him, and I find it not good. Okay, he makes some good points in the video. To give him credit, I'm not going to be defending Isaac in this video. That's not my intention. My intention is more to call out Mr. Beard on some of his hypocrisy and just overall things I disagree with. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Most of these comedians who constantly whine about cancel culture have never actually been canceled or deplatformed. They've just pissed some people off on Twitter with their jokes. There is a massive difference between being canceled and some people just not liking your jokes.
Well, yeah, but my rebuttal to that would be is that the people who they pissed off on Twitter attempt to get them deplatformed, correct? If you piss off a whole bunch of randos on Twitter, they're going to attempt to get you to deplatformed, and that's, obviously they're going to respond in a rash way. So yeah, while they've never been fully canceled, there is definitely attempts made, right? That's why they're angry.
Okay, I'm going to freak everybody out. I'm going to upset some people, and I enjoy doing that. Female body hair is disgusting.
So, you find female body hair disgusting. The sight of a woman's body hair triggers a feeling of disgust in you. In other words, women's body hair triggers you, which, in my opinion, is a pretty snowflake response to simply seeing hair.
Now, that's a fine point in itself that, he's poking fun. I doubt this is an actual point that he thinks he's a snowflake because he doesn't like body hair, right? That's just his personal preference. And I think Mr. Beard is fully within his right to criticize Isaac for this point, as he didn't frame his statement in the way that this is his preference. He said a generalizing statement that all body hair is gross. However, as you'll see here in a second, his argument goes very downhill.
Let's talk about the history of women shaving their underarms. Before 1915, women actually didn't shave their underarms. But in 1915, the razor company Gillette realized that they could sell a lot more razors if they convinced women that it was feminine to shave their underarms. The only reason that you find women's underarm hair to be disgusting is because you happen to be born after 1915. If you were born before 1915, you wouldn't find it disgusting, but because you happen to be born in 1993, you do find it disgusting. This stereotype that women need to shave their underarms isn't based in any sort of logic. It's just a stereotype that has been pushed by razor companies for the last 100 years.
I completely disagree with this. I don't think attraction is based off of any outside influence besides of, what's in your head, right? That's why, this is a weird argument for Mr. Beard to make, considering this is the same argument conservatives make as of why, gay people exist. They say that because they're being indoctrinated and they say so much gay stuff around them, they become gay, right? And you're saying that because there's so much propaganda out there about women shaving their hair, that therefore men become, they think it's gross. That doesn't make any sense. No amount of propaganda is going to make me change my sexual preferences. Now, I would argue that argument is very, very flawed in its line of thinking. However, this next argument is, it is downright hypocritical. You gotta take a look at this.
Other than his rage-baiting content, Isaac also posts a lot of videos that rely on dishonest clickbait in order to get views. Like this video where he claims in the title that a woman was killed in a Nikocado avocado video, but when you actually watch the video, there is no evidence that any woman was actually killed. Or this video that implies that that vegan teacher has died, but the video is actually just about Isaac saying that he doesn't want to talk about her anymore.
Now this would have been a fine point to make it itself. The clickbaiting is a bit scummy, saying somebody died. I don't really care though, it's not anything like super bad. But Mr. Beard literally has a video called Trisha Paytas is an actual Nazi, right? And it shows her doing the Hitler symbol in front of a whole bunch of Nazi flags, right?
On social media, everything that dudes do is deemed toxic masculinity. When Will Smith the other week slapped Chris Rock because Will Smith is a big old pussy, that was not to, you can't blame Will Smith for that, you blame toxic masculinity.
Huh? No one is blaming toxic masculinity, they're blaming Will Smith for exhibiting toxic masculinity.
That's true. I wonder what like absolutely preposterous and like stupid thing he's gonna say next that makes me hate this point altogether.
Just like if someone commits murder, we don't blame murder, we blame the person for committing murder.
I knew it was coming. I knew it. Now, obviously, you can't blame murder for murder, but this is just a terrible comparison, right? Toxic masculinity is a social pressure, correct? It's like men feel inclined to do things that are traditionally masculine because of society. A better comparison would be you blame religion for making someone read the Bible because they're pressured to read the Bible, right? You wouldn't blame reading for reading the Bible. You would blame religion for reading the Bible. It's not that it's, I don't know, this is just a weird, dumb comparison. I don't know why you would make this. You edited this video too. That was, you know, that's completely idiotic. Why? Now that was a pretty odd comparison. However, what we're about to see is a completely misrepresentation of an entire situation. Okay, let's take a look.
J.K. Rowling, whether you agree or disagree with her, she has the balls, the fanny flaps to go out there and talk about what she genuinely believes, and you have to respect that. Whether you believe it or not, whether you agree with her or not, if she goes out there and talks about what she genuinely believes, that's some good shit.
So even if people disagree with J.K. Rowling, they need to respect her because she spoke out about what she believes. However, this goes completely against how he acts towards other feminists. When feminists say that they hate men, he doesn't call them brave, he calls them insane woke idiots. But when J.K. Rowling says something transphobic, all of a sudden she's brave.
I don't know why Mr. Beard would say something like this, because the rebuttal is so obvious. I don't know why this would come out of your mouth, okay? It is very socially acceptable to say you hate men, okay? Like, that's just reality. However, it is not very socially acceptable to say you dislike trans people. And obviously, it shouldn't be. J.K. Rowling should get a ton of shit for this. However, Isaac is right. You should give her at least some respect for actually voicing her opinions, right? Alrighty, that's wrapping up the video, guys. Overall thoughts, I don't think Mr. Beard's a bad guy, but he's really dumb sometimes, man. Like, you know, yeah. See y'all later.